Well, hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastic on this Friday, getting ready for the weekend. I'm sure many of you are going to be just gorging themselves on candy and chocolate this weekend with Halloween. Can't wait. So, what are we here to do? We're going to do a draw today for Hamsters versus Hippos. For those of you who watched the podcast last night, we had a great interview with Mary Cousin, the CEO and founder of the Chicago Game and Toy Fair, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff she's worked on, including peopleofplay.com. Check that out. It is like Wikipedia plus LinkedIn plus a bunch of other stuff all around board games. Amazing. Upcoming this week, we have Megapulse on Monday. We're going to interview them on the podcast. And then next Thursday, we've got Dice Throne Marvel Edition, which is, I'm crazy excited for that. So next week is going to be amazing on the podcast. Make sure you tune in Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so today, what are we talking about? Well, we are going to be doing a giveaway draw for, let me see if we can do a little screen share here. Hamsters versus Hippos! Woohoo! So this is the giveaway we did on our Instagram page. We posted it on both the Tin Robot as well as the Board Game Binge pages. So for those of you who don't know, I also own Tin Robot Games if you're watching on the Board Game Binge podcast site. And we are doing a Kickstarter right now with James Freeman. This is James Freeman's first game. It's called Hamsters versus Hippos. Super fun game. Very excited. I'm going to walk you guys through it really quick just so you can enjoy the visuals that go along with this. So, Hamsters versus Hippos, very quickly, unapologetically casual, very simple game. It's press your luck. You're flipping tiles, you're collecting lotus flower points, and you're trying to avoid hippos. The story behind this is you are hamsters that have escaped the zoo. And as you're making a run for it, you just happen to see this pond that has these lotus flowers on it. And in this world anyways, lotus flowers are like gold in Hamsterland. So as you're trying to collect those to take to Hamsterland, you just happen to be on the pond where the zoo stores their hippos. These hippos just happen to like hamsters as a little tasty snack. So the idea of the game is to collect as many points as you can, get out where the getting's good, and avoid being eaten by a hamster. Plays 2 to 6 players. We do have a separate solo mode. This mode was developed specifically for this game. It's still press your luck, but there's a puzzle base to it. So some of the tiles do have different functions and so forth. So a lot of fun on the solo side. Or if you're playing your 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up. That's mainly for the small components that are in the game. You can play this with younger kids, but under adult supervision, obviously. We don't want kids choking on any small pieces. The artwork in this game is just absolutely beautiful. Cesar Delgado did the artwork. Amazing job. Launched just with a premium edition, or deluxe, I guess we're calling it. So instead of doing like a cheap version and then a premium version, just doing this kind of high-end version. So 52 ultra high premium lily pad tiles, 2 mil thick, radius corners, linen finish. They're just gorgeous tiles. We provide this resource bowl with the game. It's plastic, and it holds 68 lotus flower tokens, which are wood. So they're wooden tokens, not punch-outs. The meeples are absolutely adorable. Screen-printed wooden meeples. This game is going to come in 6 languages: English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. The base game is English-French. And then as a free add-on, quite frankly, as we get to deployment in the different regions, if you have a local language need, then we'll just include that book with your game. We don't want to just send all 6 languages out to every backer, because then most of those are just going to go in the garbage, and that's a waste. So, but if you want German rules or Portuguese rules or Italian, during the pledge manager, just let us know, and we'll make sure those are included in your game fulfillment. 6-player boards. These are linen finish as well. Cute hamsters. And they match, each of the boards basically matches your player color. We just announced some stretch goals this past week. First to shake what your mama gave you. This one, which we're very close to hitting right now, allows us to have a different image on the back of the meeple. So a walk away image of the hamster. You see his little button tail there, which is cute. I love it. We have nothing but sky. So this is printing on the inside of the of the lid. So it's like you're in the water as a hippo looking up, and you have the hamsters peeking down at you, and you can kind of see the clouds in the background. It's really cool. Then we get into what we call getting chunky. This is doubling the thickness of our wooden tokens. That literally doubles the cost of our tokens. And but it is something we'll put in as a stretch goal just to make those even more rugged and rigid. Then we got this store sturdy tray. And so right now we have a paper-based tray that kind of keeps everything separate. But the plastic tray will just be that much more sturdy, allow you to, quite frankly, store stuff outside of the bags in the actual tray and in the box where everything fits in its nice little spot. And that's the top stretch target. Lots of people have reviewed and looked at this game. It plays, as I said, up to 6 players. So if you have a larger player count, you just make a larger board. How you play the game is very simple. Check out our Kickstarter page. We've had a lot of fun making this game. It's just awesome. I've loved working with James Freeman. He's just such a creative, quirky guy, and just a real cool dude. I know a lot of people know him in the industry. Great to work on a game and that we've got his name on it. I want to thank the Doomlings team. They've really done a lot to help us promote this game as well. Check out the reviews and vids on there. There's even some for other languages. So if you are French and you want to listen to a French review, we've got, I think it's called La Société de Board Game or something like that in Quebec that reviewed it. Did an amazing job. We also had one done in Italian. So we've got this in different languages. And of course, a playthrough of the solo with little big thumbs. Great channel. Check it out. Sub. Quite frankly, sub to any of these channels that you'll see on our page. They're all fantastic. And of course, we got add-ons. So if you want to get in on some of these other games that we've launched that you maybe missed out on, and you want to have them as an add-on to your campaign, you can certainly do that. Even if you don't want the Hamsters versus Hippos, but you want one of these other games, pledge $1, and then in the add-on section, you can add on these other games. Nutty Squirrels, the Oakwood Forest, we just finished that campaign. Queen of Scots, Rack Up, Tanks But No Thanks, and of course, Dirty Dragsters, and there's little videos below. All of those that show you how to play those games and what those games are all about. So, wow, I know I just like a fire hose threw a whole bunch of information at you, but it really does have me excited about this campaign. Another thing we're going to announce today is an actual referral link. We're trying this new thing called Kick Booster. And it's a cool program. Essentially what you do is if you share the campaign and someone actually pledges based on that share, this platform will actually track that, and then they will give you remuneration, quite frankly, for your referral links and so forth, which is kind of cool. So we're going to launch that today as well. Keep an eye out in our different platforms, whether it be on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, without further ado, Wheel of Names, my favorite. To get a ballot in this giveaway, all you had to do, quite frankly, is follow the Binge podcast, follow the Tim Robot Games Instagram page, James Freeman as well, and then tag 2 friends who you would want to try to escape the zoo with. If you want an extra ballot, if you shared it in your stories and tagged us, you get an extra ballot as well. That's why some names you'll see will pop up here twice. All right, let's head over to the Wheel of Names. And there. Alrighty. 96 entries. This is actually one of our larger entry counts we've had on our giveaways. So I don't know if that's a reflection of just our Instagram channels growing quite significantly as of late, or if it is just a lot of people love this game. I'm hoping it's a little bit of both. All right, shuffle, 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 and spin. We'll see who is the lucky winner of a pledge copy of Hamsters vs. Hippos. Oh, it just clicked over again. Man, it's always a nail biter when you see it's almost on one name and then it just clicks over again. So S. Imani Javid. Imani Javid. I'll make sure I get this written down. I'll reach out to them on our Instagram page, and hopefully they meet all the criteria. If they do, they've just won a pledge copy, which will be fulfilled when this game fulfills next year. The game is already funded, so it's not a question of if it will fund. It already has. So they'll get a copy of this when we ship out with all of our other fulfillment. Again, next week, exciting week on the Board Game Binge podcast. Please check it out. We got Mega Pulse, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. And on Thursday, of course, we have Dice Throne. Oh, that's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Anyway, guys, hope you're having a fantastic day. Take care. Cheers. This has been an episode of the Board Game Binge podcast, hosted by James Staley, produced by James Staley and Mike Bruner, with original music by Nick Smith. If you would like to watch these interviews live, simply join the Facebook group Board Game Binge, and you'll get access to live interviews, giveaways, and interesting board game content from across the industry. I can't wait for you to join us. See you next time.